Oh, I guess we got to spin the.
Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly, presented by B&M Poles. Along with the Dr. Tim Lang, I'm Lyle Stokes, and Cindy is here to spin the Rig Wrap prize wheel. Doc, we got a barn burner tonight with a bunch of information that people have no idea about.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be a ton of fun. The guys are all wound up. I see you got your partner there, your grandson, Greg. How's it going, Greg?
Good.
You dreaming about fishing or fishing about dreaming?
Dreaming about fishing.
Attaboy. Heck yeah, man. Doc, I'm excited about having the Possum Kingdom guys in here. What do you say we go ahead and get started with that?
Yep, we can do that.
Absolutely. Welcome, boys. We're so glad to have you on the show. And I know that you're at Durant, Oklahoma, at the big convention center down there. You want to tell us about that before we do anything else?
You bet. You bet. So we're here in Durant, Oklahoma at the Choctaw Casino at the event center. We've spent most of the day here working over a lot of details on what we've got going on in the tournament. Brian,
working on how we're going to bring all the boats in. Hopefully we have 300 boats, trying to figure out how we're going to the stage, the boat show,
logistical
expo.
Nightmare.
But we got it figured out. We're good.
Well, there's something else we need to talk about right quick, and it's the new title sponsor you guys got coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just a small announcement.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah, we are too. We've been waiting, flaunching at the bit, ready to tell everybody about the title sponsor.
Well, I think that everybody else in the whole wide catfishing community is interested in knowing about it. Look here, Doc. I done scared them all off. There's only one left.
Yeah, no, we're still on the screen, fellas.
They're going.
Yeah.
They're going. They left Ty and they left us, Doc.
Hey, I'm the only smart one in the bunch.
Does that make you the PK Catmaster?
That's it.
So, Greg, how much longer before you get out of school? And when are you going to start fishing catfish tournaments?
Maybe near the summer.
So, and you got, what, a month of school left?
26 days.
26.
Boy, he's got it down, doesn't he?
He's like you, Doc, on tournament dates.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. Well, I know you're excited to get done, and I know you want to get out of school and get to fishing some tournaments. And, man, what a better guy you could have than old Grandpa to take you out to them tournaments and learn how to catch some catfish. It'd be a ton of fun.
We're coming in as all new.
Now, Ty's the only one missing.
Yeah, because he left late.
He left late. So I wonder if this has anything to do with what you've been telling us about for your new headline sponsor.
So Sea Arc is our new headline sponsor.
That's a
Sea Arc, Suzuki, and Marine Master Trailers is one of the three of the biggest sponsors, probably. So if you see the payouts, what Texoma tournament's fixing to pay is because of Sea Arc,
Yes,
Suzuki,
and Master Marine.
Master Marine.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I understand those are really great trailers. Of course, everybody is familiar with Sea Arc and Suzuki motors. They've been around a long, long time, and great companies and great products. And we're happy for you guys that you got Sea Arc and the trailers and all them on board with you. Suzuki, this might be the biggest catfish tournament that Suzuki's been involved with, and Marine Master Trailers. I don't know that they've ever done anything with a tournament before.
Yeah, I do too.
So that's
they've always stepped up to the plate.
They really have, and that's what we need in this industry. For catfishing to grow, we got to get the big names, and I know you guys are doing something that I've told people about for years when they call me up about tournament information and how to grow their tournaments and stuff. I said, you guys got to look outside the box. Yeah. You have to look outside the box. If you're going to rely on people in the catfish industry, so is every other guy. So you need to look outside the box and get some people from out of our area to do that. And, you'll be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they understand the same concept that for it to grow, they've got to grow with it, and they've got to put back into the places that are growing and pushing the industry, and I think that the guys
They've stepped up big.
that the CR, they understand that. Yeah.
They really do. Oh, Cindy says we have a question. How far is the lake from the event center?
14 miles.
14 miles.
Closest ramp, right?
Closest ramp.
Closest ramp is 14 miles.
The closest ramp.
And I think there's probably 5 or 6 ramps within 14 to 16 miles.
17.
That's a lot of ramps. I know that lake is full of ramps, and that's really cool. I hope you guys are not catching a bunch of background noise from me because I have the fan on and the window open.
No, we're good.
Full day in Lake Ozark or around the lakes area here that I don't want to turn it off and put the air conditioner on. I paid heat bills all winter. I want to enjoy a little.
I want to throw this little deal in. Sundowners provided us with a little nice little stage here tonight.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, they didn't know it.
It's very shiny. Right in your eyes, Skinny.
So they put their stuff in here, and they're having a little event this weekend, this next upcoming weekend, and we just kind of
Took over.
took over.
Yeah.
But they're going to be a sponsor too.
Yep.
That's cool. That's way cool.
Hope somebody with Sundowners watching this because they're going to love it.
Maybe they'll go into stage making. You never know.
You never know.
So, do you want to take these deals down in the order that you sent them to me, Brian?
Yes.
Just
I'd
start-
like to make
just start
I'd
shooting
like
to
to make a big announcement.
Let's do that.
I hope there's a lot of people watching because
Yeah, let's listen to this, Brian.
What big
Yeah,
announcement
what do
are
you come?
gonna
So
What
the
do you
big
come up with
announcement I
now?
got.
Wait,
If you're
it's not this up here.
This
Where
one
we
right
at? Oh, okay.
Okay.
So if you're watching right now, registration is now open at right now for Texoma. Right now.
What?
Right
So-
now.
Did he tell you?
We
He didn't tell me that.
I didn't tell me
it
that.
is
Hey.
open right now.
We actually projected May 1st, but game on.
It's
Game on.
It's so if you're watching right now and share with your buddies, we have a 300 boat cap on it. It's $300 to enter, $50 big fish. Also, when you're on the online, you can also enter in the raffle we have for the gun, buy t-shirts, but it is open right now. If you're ready to
Get her dead.
register, I know we have a lot of texts and we told people we'd have a bit. We try to give you a week or two notice.
We're just working.
We're giving
hard,
you
guys.
1 second notice. It's open right
It's
now.
open right now. Okay, everybody that's watching the show tonight, share this to your friends. Let them know that they need to be watching Catfish Weekly tonight because as of right now, entries are open for the Lake Texoma Catmaster tournament to be held in January. And if you want in that, it's a 300 boat cap. I wouldn't wait too long. Some of us have already got a bet going on how long it takes.
Hey, you're buying, Lyle. You're buying. You know that, right?
Hey, whatever it is, it happens.
Me and Cindy's going to enjoy that win.
It's funny, because about the last 30 boats we had at PK, we posted like 32, and then they went to 15 and then 12. All of a sudden, like that, real quick, and everybody's going, "Ooh!" Just freak it out. So,
Well, there's a funny story about that too.
You have a 300 boat cap on this tournament.
Yes.
Yes.
300 boat cap, yeah. You know, Doc,
And our 200 boat cap sold out in 6 months ahead of time for PK.
yeah, that's
So this will be just as quick.
well.
Yeah.
you
Doc-
remember, Doc, we opened the PK open registration at the Kentucky
Cat conference.
At the conference, yeah.
on February 21st and sold out by what was it, March
2 months later.
20th?
later.
March 20, 2 months, exactly 2 months. Sold
Yeah.
200 bucks. So don't miss this.
How do we sign up?
How do you sign up?
Go to thecatmasters.com.
Thecatmasters.com.
Right. And when you go to, once you get to the web page, you go to Texoma. So we've got all of our different tournaments on this one web page. You go to the Texoma tournament. From there, you go to registration, and everybody that it's just like we did on the Possum Kingdom tournament. You fill it out. We've got the if you want to buy a cap on there, you want to buy a T-shirt. If you want to enter in for the raffle for that expensive Nemo 224 Valkyrie that we've got, you can click on that. Make sure you get in the big fish. Follow through. Add to cart, and then just put your credit card information in and push send. But it's thecatmasters.com.
Thecatmasters.com, Chris Baldwin. Go right there and sign up. I know you're going to be there. There's no question about it. That's awesome, man. I'm so excited for this tournament. But, boys, I'm excited to get to PK.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys up north where Doc and I are from that never been to Texas for a catfish tournament. I did fish some bass tournaments and crappie tournaments down there years and years and years ago. But Doc, $40,000 to win. Do you ever in your wildest dream ever think that ever happened?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Me either. I never thought it would. Never did.
Well, we're going to try to spoil you guys. That's kind of our what we try to do is get you down here and spoil you.
Well, it's working, dude. It's working. Oh, man, it's working. So we got the registration, and it's $300 plus the service fee, $50 for big fish, and you get in on the raffle fee for a gun that is available online. So you guys jump on over to thecatmasters.com and get signed up.
Lyle, one of the things that we want you to do before you register is read the rules. We've implemented some rules that are probably new to the catfishing industry, and that's we have a 50-gallon live well minimum
50-gallon live well.
For this, and you must go through an inspection process for the captain's meeting. So if we have 300 boats, we'll do a 300 boat inspection at the captain's meeting. Make sure you have a 50-gallon minimum, aeration, a way to change out the water throughout the process. There's a lot of stuff we're going to do. It's only a 3-fish weigh-in, 2 over 30. Oh, man.
4 or 6.
Done so many tournaments now, I can't remember.
34.
30 or 34?
2 over 34.
2 over 34? I think it's 2 over 30, 1 under.
34. Brian.
34, all right. 2 over 34 and 1 under. That's a 3-fish
It might be
weigh-in.
30 or
That's
30.
terrible.
Rules subject to change.
And it's not tournaments that we put on. How many times we fished in the last 8 weeks? It's 34, 40, it's 30.
And it was weird because the last tournament we had was 36 and 28. It was a slot like so.
You're right.
So
But
it's online. The rules are online. Be sure and read that before you enter the tournament. 50-gallon live well minimum.
I think that is an outstanding rule. I'd like to see more people put it into effect to save the fish. Let's face it, we got to do everything we can to make sure these fish are released back into the water alive. Do you not agree, Doc?
Yep.
yeah,
Well, allow to follow up with that. We hope to have the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife helping us here on site. They will be transporting those fish back to Texoma, back to the water.
And they've called Skin today. They're working on the logistics and the amount of water and the tanker trucks it's going to take to do it. It's a big deal.
So we want to make sure we do it right and take care of the fish.
I applaud you guys for that. I think it's an outstanding thing. I'm with Sonny Parker. I think it's a great rule. I think more people ought to take a look at that. Without these fish going back to the water and being released alive, the tournament situation or just fun fishing for big fish would go down dramatically in a short period of time.
Yes.
So kudos on that. That's a great rule. I'm glad to see it put into effect. Anything else on rule changes you guys want to talk about while we're on the subject?
the only thing is, Lyle, is just so Texoma borders Oklahoma and Texas. We are going by Texas Parks and Wildlife
rules. That's basically the biggest thing is that's the bait rules.
So even though we're here in Holden in Oklahoma, we're doing Texas Parks and Wildlife rules.
And that's nothing against Oklahoma. It's just that Texas Parks and Wildlife rules are probably more in line with most of the tournaments we fish in and are a part of across the country. Oklahoma, I think you're able to use stripers, crappie,
different baits, and we're like we want to keep it on our PK tournament. You know, that's because there's a lot of people that don't know that you can use striper in Oklahoma. So we're just going to keep it easy.
A lot of people have asked the question, or if we fish on the Texas side, are we able to bring the fish across the border into Oklahoma? I said, yes, we are. There'll be some provisions in place for the tournament.
Yeah, so we've visited with both Oklahoma game wardens, Texas game wardens. We've got everybody in the mix. We're working very, very close with these guys to make sure everything is kosher with them. The one thing they say is just go online and get a $12 Texoma
fishing license. Yes,
that covers you from either side. You're not restricted boundaries as long as you have that $12 Texoma fishing license.
And that's very important. We're from Texas, and most of us don't know about that. That's a Texoma fishing license. No matter what state you're from,
correct.
It's good from year to date for $12.
Yes, and if you look at the maps, that border goes right down
the middle.
And if you get caught crossing the border and you have a Texas license, they will give you a ticket.
Yes,
but if you have if you buy the Texoma special Texoma license, you're allowed to fish anywhere on that lake anytime from the date purchased for 1 year without buying a Texas or an Oklahoma license. Is that correct?
Correct.
That's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
$12 to boot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly
Right.
$12 of fishing to win a lot of money.
That's right. And somebody's going to win it.
Yes, somebody will win it.
So that's Sonny Parker, same price for out of state. I believe it is. Isn't that right, boys?
Yes. $12, no matter if you're from Texas or you're from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Hey, we need to spin the wheel.
Is it that time?
It's beyond time. I'm probably going to get hammered.
Okay. Skinny, pick me out a number between 1 and 5.
Let's go
6.
with dang, I lost $500. Let's go with number 5.
All right. 1, 2.
Wait a minute, am I in on this deal?
Nope.
No.
The wheel's not spinning.
Nope.
I didn't see your name. And the winner is Justin Maldora from Justin's Fishing Fetish. Congratulations, Justin.
Congratulations, Justin.
Spin the wheel, Cindy.
What are we winning?
You got a rolling, boys.
Justin's Fishing Fetish.
Offshore tackle.
Short tackle.
Send me a message after the show with your shipping address because I'm not sure I saved it from one time you won before. And I will get you some great products out from Offshore Tackle, the leader in planer board technology. One of our great sponsors, Doc. They've been with us some time and make an outstanding product.
So,
Someone's already entered.
Somebody's already entered. I'm sure before the end of the show,
Johnny Mangum is already entered.
Johnny Magnum is already entered. In
Oh, that's a PK guy. He won veteran.
Veterans, yeah.
Well,
Congratulations on that.
It's John Edward.
We knew.
Anyway,
Okay, we knew somebody.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, all
He lived here in Texoma, and his dad that won the veteran deal
Big
last
fish at
year,
PK.
PK, he lives up here in Clarendon between here and Amarillo.
Jerry Dillard's entered. Chris Baldwin's entered. Thank you, Mickey. I enjoy it.
They're already.
I don't know who's manning that.
Tournament. Jerry Dillard, you know.
And I knew the guys would be getting in there pretty quick.
Yeah, they said that.
Are they coming through?
I hope you have 50 before the show.
Yeah.
What you guys got any information on the HOT sponsorship opportunities?
Yes, the Heroes for Outdoor Therapy. That's Leslie's foundation, and we keep encouraging people. And this will be big for our PK tournament. It's $500 sponsorship, and that can be one person contributing 500, two people contributing 250, and your name will go on a banner. You'll be included in the VIP area, but half of that money of that $500, half of it will go to HOT, half of it will go to the winner, the highest veteran place in the tournament. And so that can be very, very big for both the veterans and for HOT.
I don't know how many, we got 6 or 7 already, or.
And you also, their name will be put on a banner as well, and with VIP perks. So we really encourage everybody that can and that would participate in that.
That's awesome. By the way, gentlemen, Jerry Ishcomer is now entered.
Nah, I saw that there.
I think-
I saw that. Like, he said, "Woo!"
Jennifer just gave us how many people? 5. There's 5 people entered right now.
So there's only 295 spots left. So please hurry.
It's weekly tonight. Oh man, Dustin says thank you guys for supporting HOT, and I appreciate everything that you guys do for Leslie and her organization. You know, it's really cool from when she started to where she's got to at this point.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Tell them the link to go for registration again, please.
TheCatmasters.com.
The Catmasters.
Yeah.
Masters with an S. I think if you put Cat Master, it comes up to some boutique in the UK. So you got to put the S.
That's probably where Skinny goes to drink his beer.
This Catmasters.
Yeah.
I tried to put it on our thing. It won't let me put a web page on my
Okay,
in
it's
chat.
the THE Catmasters with an S
.com.
Yes.
.com.
Yeah, good. So it's working. So we've got some guys that
Yeah, they're
made it through. So
they're
the
coming.
website, guys, it's in constant construction. I'm working really hard to get our sponsors on there. Once we get it going, our vendors, we're going to have a ton. We've got about 100 booths that we're going to sell here at the expo for Texoma. We're going to work on that next as the vendors come in. We're going to start putting those on the website. Also, I'm trying to link all of the sponsors, link their websites. So all you got to do is go on our page, click the sponsors, go straight to the website. I'm a redneck and it's slow. So hang with me. At least I got registration open a couple of weeks ahead. I made Brian happy. That's all we're asking for.
Thank the Lord.
It may crash tonight, but it's working right
Hey,
now.
at least it's not smoking like it did at the Catfish conference in Kentucky.
You guys, they ripped you down there now.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
telling you. Yeah, we had to buy a whole new computer.
Yeah, if it was easy, everybody'd do it.
100% correct, man. That is.
Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to C-Arc since we've got I'm going to plug C-Arc just for a second. They came back on they're our headline sponsor, and I'd like to plug them for the PK tournament too.
Yes, they're giving out 3,000.
3,000 at the Possum Kingdom tournament. It's first place is 1,500 for a C-Arc vote. Second place is 1,000, and third place is 500.
That is outstanding money for them to come on and offer for the Possum Kingdom tournament, besides what they're doing for the Texoma tournament.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes,
Love it.
very much so.
You know, these companies are finding out that catfish is coming. It's coming in a big way. And I'm not saying that it'll ever be as big as bass, or probably not as big as crappie because they had such a head start on us, but we're making waves and we're getting places. And if we can keep guys on the straight and narrow and quit ragging on each other all the time and stop the negativity, this sport can grow to great
I
proportions.
agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys are living proof of it. I mean, look what you guys have done. What's it been, 3 years?
Yeah.
Well, two, really.
Yeah, too.
Yeah,
Really.
three.
Yeah, we just pick
Don't
on
do it
each
on
other
three.
is what we do.
Well, yeah, I mean,
We get it all out of our system.
Keep it to ourselves.
Heck yeah, man, that's outstanding. I'm so glad for you guys and what you all put together in a very short period of time. It's really amazing. Do you want to talk about the payout for PK first, or you want to talk about?
No. Well, hold on. I got something else to say first. Hold on, Lyle. Let me throw this deal in there, though. We still got Jim McKenzie. He's been with us for a little while. He's our kind of behind the scenes guy. Still got the Indy 500 tickets up for sale. $10 a ticket, I think. Is that what?
Correct.
$10 a ticket and 5 per 100.
You know when that race is?
Memorial Day.
It is
Sunday.
Memorial Day. It is
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, Indy 500 tickets.
Yep, and they're in a paddocks number 12, I believe.
Wow, how'd you remember that?
I know, really.
And if you go on there and get it,
Because it's not written on
I
there.
remember a lot of things. Now, to register for this,
It's
you
on
go
the
to-
backstretch with obstructed views.
You want me to do it? So to
Remember your phone
to
number?
register for this, you can go to paypal.me/thecatmasters.com.
And that's not register for, it's a raffle.
It's
It's a raffle. Yes,
It's
$10 chances.
It's $10 ticket.
So you have a really good chance of winning that race. And is it 4 tickets?
Yes.
Four. And they're very, very good seats.
Parking, 4 tickets.
Yeah,
Probably worth
parking, and the paddocks, I guess, is that like a box seat?
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty close, I think. Now these guys are watching. That
That's
are
thanks to
interested in
Jim and Nick
winning tickets.
McKenzie. They stepped up and helped us with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an outstanding deal. And anybody that's interested in buying those tickets, there is a link on Catfish Weekly's public page, and I will try to keep that updated where it stays on the top, because you cannot pin stuff to the top on that page for whatever reason. I don't understand that. But on the public page, I can't pin stuff to the top. If I could, it would be there from now until the drawing time. But please help these guys out. This is a great deal, and it helps the tournament and everybody involved. And them are awesome seats if you want to watch the Indy 500. And I mean, this has been going on for 100 years. If you want to watch the Brickyard, that's the time to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Jim also said if anybody registers and wins and cannot make it, he will buy those tickets back
For $1,000.
for $1,000.
That's a heck of a deal. You can't beat it.
No.
Yeah.
For a $10 investment.
Yep.
Jerry Diller says, "Hey Brian, what do you say you give away free room at Choctaw for someone already entered in Texoma?"
Right. Is he speaking Spanish? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have
Jerry, who?
Man. Jeremy Beach would also like to know if there's a list of who is registered so far someplace that they can watch.
For
No.
Texoma?
Yeah, you will surely make a list.
No.
Not tonight.
We
Yeah.
did the registration. Give us a little time, guys.
Yeah.
But Lyle, you can tell Jerry there's a KOA right across the road, and they have tent camping over there as well.
Bring your own booze.
Yeah.
Bring the trailer. Jerry, bring the boat.
Well, that'll work. Well, I know Jerry's going to be there. I knew he was when we started talking about this a few months ago. He goes to PK every year, and
Absolutely.
Texoma is just a hop, skip, and a jump for him. He'll be happy to be there, and he'll be a lot of fun too.
All right, now Lyle, I got another surprise for you.
Okay.
8:30.
I haven't told these guys
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's go ahead, Skinny.
yet. So last time we talked, we did this Texoma deal. We what did we advertise 90,000 for top 10 places?
Yes.
I think that's
I
right.
don't remember.
Top 10 places, 90,000.
Yeah.
So
What do you got now?
they're on the jokes this time. I'm gonna raise it up to 115,000.
No, you're not.
What?
Huh?
300 boats get in this tournament. $115,000 top 10 places.
wow.
How about that?
Thank you, C Art.
Thank you, PR.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Hey, can you give us just a moment?
Can you just give us some-
Wow.
Call Skinny's bankers.
$115,000 to the top 10 places, 40,000 to win.
Correct.
That is amazing.
With 300 boats.
With 300 boats, you got to get 300 boats. And boys, I told you what I thought. I don't think it'll take that long to reach that number. I really don't.
No, we're like 9 months away. We already got 5.
Hang on just a second, guys. We got to give some more stuff away. Hey, Greg, pick me out a number between 1 and 5.
4.
4 it is. 1, 2, 3,
Okay. Dude.
4. Now, Greg, you know you're going to make somebody really, really happy here. And that somebody is Teresa Owensby.
Woohoo!
Good friend of ours. Fantastic lady
Fish.
and can fish. Yes, she can.
I didn't even read that.
And Teresa, you have won some structure snakes. If you will contact them, Rusty Jackson will hook you up with some of the greatest dragon weights that I personally have ever used. Structure snakes.
Steaks,
Snakes.
ribeyes.
I know Rusty wasn't feeling too well here a while back, but he will take good care of you, Teresa. And I know you, if you haven't already used these products, you will be impressed with them. Cindy and I have used them for a year or so, and I've yet to lose one. Even when we hang them up, they always come out. Not that they always will, but ours always have to this point. And want to thank Rusty for being a sponsor on the Rig Rat Prize Wheel. And Teresa, thank you so much for playing the Rig Rat Prize Wheel game. All right, Skinny, I'm back with you, buddy.
All right, Skinny.
So one of the things we haven't talked about for this, going back to the Catmasters tournament at PK.
Too dark.
This is kind of new to everybody. So if you're a fan that wants to participate, watch Saturday, October 19th. We'll be giving away 2 kayaks, a small Sea Arc boat, motor and trailer, just for participating, watching in the crowd.
Wow.
And we'll also be giving away, we've got Chris Flores, Chris Baldwin, Casey Armstrong, up to 10 guides are giving away fishing trips to non-anglers that are just watching in the stands on Saturday.
And there's poles and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. So
a lot of stuff. So
this is just for non-anglers. We're having a kid fish on the 19th, Saturday morning. It's going to start off at the lake at 10 o'clock in the morning. It'll end up at the event center at PK. Again, this is not Texoma. This is PK. And they finish that out
It's a chamber,
at the chamber.
not the event center.
I don't know.
We're at the event center. That's the Chamber of Commerce.
It's going to get worse as we go
It
along.
is.
I know.
I
And we
promise.
haven't posted anything. We're really busy. I'm in marine construction. Skinny's in marine construction. He owns a construction company as well.
And Ty's unemployed.
Ty's,
right now we're in peak time. So
we're at peak time, so a lot of stuff that we post on Facebook is a little bit slow right now, but it's coming.
It's all good, man.
right now you're turning red as a beet, buddy.
But
To just
Give
the
away
camera,
both.
the intensity's a little high on the camera. I'm not really that red.
But all you have to do is just show up at 2 o'clock on Saturday to be a part of the weigh-in and the award ceremony, to be able to win a boat. It's a Sea Arc. I'm not going to say anymore. It's a small Sea Arc boat trailer, 2 kayaks, and about 10 guided fishing trips between Oklahoma and New Mexico.
Wow.
So far.
That's awesome. And that's just for spectators.
Just
That's
for spectators.
That's just for people who like to come on,
Non-anglers.
non-English.
Non-angler. So if you decide to go to watch the weigh-in for a 2-day weigh-in at PK, this is what you can win and not even be in the tournament. All you have to be is there to watch the weigh-in. That's a heck of a deal.
Correct.
Yeah, present to win.
And that's we'll give away one ticket per family that shows up. So good times.
Yeah.
Oh, that
And
is.
Lyle, also, as far as with we're talking about sponsors and different things, for folks that want to participate in our tournament at PK, or if there's vendors that want to set up a booth here at Choctaw at the event center, please reach out to us and let us know, because those spots will fill up relatively quick as well. And we want to have as many vendors, especially here at Choctaw, as we possibly can.
Right.
Now, James, how many vendor spots do you have available down there?
Here,
Probably 80 to 100 ballpark.
Okay.
And that's like a 10 by 20, and we haven't really nailed all that down. We've got it kind of in the works, finalizing it. But, if there's boat manufacturers or people that's wanting, a 20 by 40, they need to reach out to us and let us know. And those prices will vary, from a 10 by 20 to however much room someone's needing.
And all of the people that are in the fishing industry, especially the catfish industry, need to get a hold of you guys so they can get their spot, because that's a beautiful facility. If you guys don't think if you haven't seen this, you should go back and watch the show these guys put on down there before Catfish Weekly started. It's about 4 and 5 minutes long, and they walk through this area. It's a beautiful place, and you can tell just by the video they done that there's a huge amount of area for vendors to set up down there, and it's going to be a great time. Now, how many days are the vendors areas going to be open?
It will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Actually,
We're gonna
Thursday.
do it
Thursday,
Thursday
Saturday,
evening.
Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
Thursday evening. It should be open during the captain's meeting. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Did you hear that, Brian? We made it 4 to 5 minutes on our video a while ago.
Yeah, I heard that.
4 or 5. I watched it, and I thought it was done very nicely. You guys done really good. I thought Skinny was going to shut the door on Jennifer as she was but he didn't. He didn't do it. So that was really cool. You guys, Jennifer does a great job helping you guys. You ought to be nice to her.
Very nice, very nice little place.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful place down there. And if you get done fishing and you want to go gamble, you can do that.
Yeah, walking
It's
distance.
100
we can see
yards
it.
right across the street.
If we'll hurry up, I might get some in tonight.
What was
I might have to.
I got $5 burning a hole in my pocket.
I got 2.
Now,
And in the coming weeks, we hope to announce some more people coming on board as far as lodging and sponsors around Texoma with us as well.
yeah, that'd be good. And like I said, you guys know, I don't have to tell you this, but anytime that we can do anything to help you through Catfish Weekly, all you got to do is let us know, and we'll be more than happy to do that. Whether it means going live or just posting stuff, however we need to do it, that's what we'll do. But I figure we'll probably be live with you guys at least one more time before Possum Kingdom gets here in October.
Yes.
Yeah. One
So, yeah, and then Cindy and I will be there live at least once while we're down there, and maybe more than once.
Oh, absolutely. We already talked about this, Lyle.
Yeah, and Doc's going to be there too, so you get the whole bunch whether you like it or not.
Right.
Yeah, we already talked about this. We can do one at PK and here.
Hey, don't you threaten us with a good time.
Well, we're in for both events. We'll be doing live shows down there with you, and I know that you'll have the internet connection. I can tell from the night, as good as your image and everything is, we'll have plenty of internet service down there to go live from Durant. And my gosh, Doc, I know that you jumped out of here for a minute, but we can't wait to get to PK, can we?
Yep. Yeah, I'm all set to go.
We was
Yeah,
already talking about this earlier.
Had to get Greg home before it got dark.
I see. We
He's
we
out
talked
there
about
loading
this
the boat.
earlier today. We're winded up and getting ready to lay the smack down on some of them fish down there on PK.
I'd like to say one more thing. So Ty is, we have Catmasters Week at PK. Ty is working on Catmasters. Can I say that?
That's where I was going with
Ty is working on Catmasters Week at Texoma. It's not clarified yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen. So if you're booking your rooms, be careful, because you're probably going to want to book them a week ahead of time, because this is going to be big.
Yeah, so here in a couple of weeks, we've got a meeting with the Texoma Association Board, and it's all the businesses around the Texoma Lake. we're going to try to get you guys out from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the whole week, and we're going to try to be at a different spot all over the lake and get the whole. Same thing we do at Possum Kingdom. Get the whole community of the Texoma Lake involved and push you guys out there. And we're going to try to do fishing, pre-fishing, big fish every day of the week,
and beat Catmasters week at PK. That's our goal.
That's our goal. Just
payout. So the payout for Monday through Friday is, I can see it's going to be phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds like a ton of Cindy.
What?
Have you got us enough days
For when?
for PK and
I think I got
Texoma?
Sunday.
Hey, I tell you what, if we can get enough people down here, we'll do it 2 weeks ahead of schedule.
Holy moly!
Wow, sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm unemployed.
Yeah, he's
as far as
unemployed.
James knows.
Yeah. Ty will be up here.
Brent Riddle would like to know, is there any water that they cannot fish on Texoma?
We're working on, there is some waters north. We can't give you the exact places.
on the
now.
bound.
Stay tuned.
The boundaries are to come.
Stay tuned.
Boundaries are to come, Brent. Hang tight.
Brent actually just needs to have a booth here.
Yeah, but Brent's boat wouldn't make it there beyond the boundaries we have. So that's the.
We could probably safely say.
I beg to differ.
Lebanon Bridge
on the north side.
Lebanon Bridge, correct? Yeah. But we'll have more details for those boundaries.
Yeah. Okay, good.
You know us. Our objective is, if not all of us can get there, not all of us are going there.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how we'll have the boundaries.
Okay, great, awesome. That man, it sounds like so much fun.
And thing that you're going to see up here in Texoma, there's a lot of airboats, a lot of jet boats, but if the prop boat can't get there, then they're not going to get there either.
That'll be the boundary.
That'll be the boundary.
Yeah,
for everybody. I mean,
there is a question or two that I'd like to know about. Since there's no skipjack in that area, most people are going to want to use shad as their main bait for that tournament, I would assume. Now, do you guys know, is there regulations on size of nets that you can use on Texoma?
No. There is a regulation on size of net for Texas, and that's 7 foot.
7 foot.
Okay.
7
That's
foot.
the only information we can give you at this point. So you probably need to look up what the
Google has a ton of them.
Texoma's rules a little bit different than Texas rules.
Okay.
And I can't give you that information, but Texas is 7 foot.
Okay. So don't even take an 8.
Texas rules.
It's Texas rules.
Okay. And I think I'm glad that you chose one state rules to use, and Ben's, theirs are the strictest as far as bait and different things like that. I think that's the correct way to go about it. That keeps anybody from getting in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to go. I really do. Let me check your list here.
See how many more people's coming in?
And
Time to spin.
is it time to spin?
Yep.
James, pick us out a number between 1 and 5.
How about 3?
3 it is. 1, 2, 3. And the winner is Stephen Hare.
Lyle, do you and Doc got a little stuff y'all want to talk about? Because I guess we're pretty much wrapped up here.
Yeah, one more thing.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
Structure snakes. Stephen, if you will contact Rusty Jackson, you have also won some structure snakes from Rusty, and he will hook you up. Folks, bear in mind, Rusty's been under the weather a little bit. He's in a hospital here a while back. I hope he's doing better now, but he will take good care of you. And Stephen, I know you're going to love those structure snakes. And I want to thank Rusty for everything he does for not only Catfish Weekly, but the catfishing industry. And thank you, Stephen, for being one of our loyal guys that watch the show every week. We appreciate it so much.
I got cameras. I think.
Carl Wells wants to know about rod limits.
We don't have a rod limit. Correct?
The states of Oklahoma and Texas doesn't have rod limits?
Is it on our rules?
Our PK one
We're not talking about PK, are we?
There's not a rod limit on Texoma.
You got a set skinny.
We have a set of rules on the Texoma rule page, but I don't believe we have a rod limit.
Okay.
Not on this tournament.
Not on this tournament. So whatever the law.
Just
Before you
do us a
register,
favor, read the rules.
before you register,
Before
please.
you register, read the rules.
We have a set of rules on the web page. We have a set of rules on the Facebook page. Please read.
Before you
register.
Before you Facebook
'Cause we-
message us, please read the rules because we get hundreds of messages every day. We will answer every one of them, but guys, we are swamped busy.
Yeah, most of the rules are on there. And the reason we want you to read the rules is because some of the rules on this tournament are different than most of the rules that we fish by across the country. With the live well, there's a lot of things on there that we want you to read before you register, please.
Okay.
And they're simple rules.
Right. Okay. Well, if you're going by Texas rules, Texas, there's no low limit. So,
But Texoma might.
but Texoma might have. So we all need to take a look at that and check it out. And
So
we can do that.
the rod question is 10 can be in the water at any given time. They can have any amount on the boat, but 10 in the water at one time.
10 in the water at any one given time.
Correct.
Okay. Michael Pence says the page says 10. Well, there you go.
Right.
It has been confirmed.
Always helps when you read.
Somebody read the rules, didn't they, Ty?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, Jennifer
Our beautiful audio
sits behind
manager.
the TV screen there.
Yes.
She read our own rules. We wrote the rules.
Like I said, we get swamped. I'm telling you, with calling sponsors, calling vendors, answering questions. All of us are doing it a lot. A lot during the day.
We can get our own rules.
It's overwhelming. Yeah. Now that we're adding another tournament, and this thing, in a couple of years, it may get that gum big.
Yeah. The way you're going, I expect it to grow more, don't you, Doc?
Oh, yeah.
I don't, if you keep going and putting number limits on these tournaments you guys are having, there's going to be a fight to get in them. Who doesn't want to win $40,000 or $30,000? Hell, that sounds great to me.
Right.
Over the years,
There already is Lyle at PK. There's like 30 on the waiting list. It's like
Really?
on the waiting list now, it's filled up, and you got 30 on the waiting list.
26, 24, 26. Yeah.
Wow.
Which makes us feel bad. I mean, that means there's 24 people that are wanting to fish in the tournament that we're putting on that we can't accept right now, and we won't. We made a rule, and we're not going to change it. But
Right.
So don't miss out on
don't mix on
Texoma.
Texoma.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Yeah,
won't change
get in there.
That's 100 more boats
We-
up here.
We have a lot of friends that were taking a nap on Sunday when PK sold out, and they're not fishing our tournament.
Well, that's too bad. That's a shame. But they had 3 or 4 days to get in it.
Damn. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Which is funny.
It is, but I told you down there.
Hey,
We talked about this down there at the Catfish conference and the way they was going, and we was outside visiting. And I told Brian, I said, "Man, you guys are going to sell out quick," and you did.
yeah, so here's the deal. When you see 60 pop up, and then 2 days later you see 50 pop up, and then 2 days later you see 30 pop up, you might not want to take a nap.
Yeah. I was actually at that weekend that it sold out. I was in Kansas fishing that Milford tournament for Cabela's King Cat, and I met a lot of Kansas guys there. And I'm going to enter that tournament tomorrow. It sold out from the time I left Milford Sunday morning to the time I got home. When I got home, it sold out, and I had two of the guys that I met at the tournament said, "Man, I was going to enter this morning. I took a nap." And it sold out. Sorry.
If you're going to enter a high-paying turnout, don't ever fall asleep. Advice to live by.
Don't go over there and get a brownie and a sandwich and go take a nap.
Hey, in my case, it was red velvet cake, boys, and it was good stuff.
Sounds pretty good to me about right now.
Yeah, it really does. It was good. I got one piece left. I'm going to have it when we're done with the show.
You got one
That's
up with you, Brian?
I got one other thing. Starting in 2 weeks when we go live, we've been working with Glenn at Rig Wrap. We're going to have a Rig Wrap grab bag.
Yeah.
Kind of like a spin wheel in the back. It's going to be Rig Wrap grab bag. So any sponsors out there that like to be a Rig Wrap grab bag.
Spend your time fishing, not rigging.
That's right, Skinny. That's right.
Rig Wrap grab
Hey,
bag.
Glenn, I saw you on there. Hey.
Chris Baldwin says there was 40 spots left, and he was on his way to the lake that morning, and it was full by the time he got home and signed on.
Who was it?
Chris Baldwin.
Must have been for the
For the last day of PK, when everybody was signing up. It went really, really fast. Jerry Diller says that's why he entered Texoma now, because you just never know. And that's a fact.
Because he wants to get his brownie and go take a nap. That's why.
You don't want to miss nothing if he's already signed up. It doesn't matter.
Hey, let me tell you something about Jerry and John Diller. So we're down there last weekend at Navarro Mills. We got hailed on, rained on, everything else, and John's sitting up there, or Jerry's up there doing this, and John's back there going, "Put this cold tag in that fish. Put this deal over there. Put that deal over there." I said, "Oh God!" So he's sitting right there beside him, going, "Get us registered."
I'm sure that he was. Glenn says the grab bag has been delivered.
Hey, I'd like to take a second and plug Sea Arc because I'm extremely appreciative for what they've done for us here at the Texoma tournament.
You know what? You all got 4 Sea Arc shirts.
That's what I'm talking about. I needed a new shirt.
see Brian's glasses is on his.
What?
Brian's glasses is on his.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry.
There you
oh, that's
go.
a hat. Yeah, you got hats too.
You,
Gotta
just,
have my
hey,
glasses.
you can't get good help these days.
I won't understand that. While we're inside, he took it off the Catmasters hat and put it on the Sea Arc hat.
You know what? What Sea Arc has done to help you guys out? I think it's all right if he wears that hat tonight.
Absolutely. Sea Arc, Suzuki, and Marine Master trailers.
I've heard awful good things about them trailers, and that's wonderful. Of course, Suzuki and Sea Arc, they speak for themselves. No more need to be said other than the fact that thank you both for coming on board and helping these guys out with a great tournament. It's going to be such a fun event.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm gonna have autographed bumper stickers too when down here. So,
Will they have Skinny's Almanac on them?
no, they ain't right.
Skinny's Almanac hadn't been working lately.
No.
It has. It was dead on.
Oh, whatever.
Hey, I posted a picture of Skinny's last catch a couple days ago.
When we get a Skinny's Almanac and a Skinny's laptop and a PC of Skinny's, and he'll be having it going on, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you need. There was a movie on years ago that they had one of them deals where you put a quarter in and that genie thing told you what happened. That could be Skinny's Almanac.
I feel like the Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, something like that.
Promising.
I can't even remember what the name of that thing was, but I know what you're talking about. Kind of like the show on that. It was the deal like on that movie Big.
That's the one I'm talking about.
But
What was the name of it, Doc?
Big.
Big. Yeah, that's the movie.
Name of the movie was Big. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks played that part. You know, we could get one of them. I don't know if Skinny's Almanac's any more accurate than that, but that is as accurate as our weather guy around here.
Well, if
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put one of those genie deals, and you put a quarter in. I'll make it spit out. Fishing's gonna be good today.
Put in $10 and it'll be excellent that day.
There you go. Zoltan.
If you want excellent, it costs 2 quarters.
That's right, Justin. It's Zoltan. Zoltron?
Zoltan.
That was the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Nikki Ishcomer says, thank you guys. They really appreciate it. And I'm trying to see anything else we missed, Doc. Chad Wall's going to bed. We kept him up past his bedtime.
All right.
But
Hey,
that's okay.
Something we want to say. We all have full-time jobs. So does Ty. So we're sometimes lacking in information, and we're working really hard. We got 2 tournaments to put on. This is our hobby. We're trying to build something for the catfish community. So bear with us. Sometimes we don't always have the information for you when you need it, but have some patience because we'll be right there with you pretty quick.
I promise you. Yeah, you guys that have questions for these gentlemen, if you'll send them questions to them and just give them time to answer it, they always are prompt and get it done as quickly as they can. Kenneth Oliver says as soon as this show's over, he's entering Texoma.
Right.
And he better not wait till the show's
Hey.
over. It may be
I would like to add, though, there's a lot of questions coming in on the weekends. I got a tournament to go to this weekend, next weekend, the following weekend, holding one of mine the following weekend, so.
Hey, there's 4 of us. You send the question. We'll
try
take
to do
time
best.
for you guys because you guys are the ones that are the only reason we can make this happen.
But sometimes we're slow. Sometimes we got to.
And if we don't know the answer, sometimes we'll just make it up.
Some of them, they
Hey,
say,
that'll work for me.
this.
Now, on the Catmasters Facebook page, when messages are sent there, do you guys man that or does Jennifer man that?
Jennifer, Skinny, Brian, James, and Ty. There's 5.
Whoever's available.
There's all, yeah.
So
we
you can
all
answer-
see it every time a question comes up.
You can
Okay.
be answered
all
by
see
5
it.
people.
Yeah.
And you can get 5 different answers.
I'm quite sure that's correct.
We try not to.
Glenn says he said it before and he's going to say it again. The Catmaster boys are doing it right. I agree 100%.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
the help.
I think you need 2 more tournaments.
Rick.
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
Stay
They
tuned.
Take 3 on the way, huh?
Wait till next year.
Yeah.
show me, State. You got to show me.
Brent,
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this much.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There
Don't say
might.
it. Don't say it.
Skinny, stop.
There's something,
Hush.
Stop.
but we don't
Up.
know yet.
That's enough.
Stay tuned.
Lyle, thanks for having us.
and Brent Riddle says you
We gotta
guys,
go, Lyle.
You're breaking up. You're breaking
Brent
up.
Riddle
Thank
says
you.
you guys are setting the bar for the catfish tournaments around the country, and we appreciate all your hard work.
Yes, we
That's-
do.
I'm
Thank
not
you,
gonna
brother.
lie. Hey, Lyle, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta go pay.
Listen, guys, thank you all so much for being a part of Catfish Weekly. Like I said, anytime that you have anything that we can help you with, all you got to do is get a hold of Doc or I, and we'll make it happen for you. Enjoy having you guys on the show so much. God bless you.
Thanks a lot. Boy, they
They're
just
gone. Skinny really did have to pee, didn't he?
That or they had to get him off the show before he said something.
Well, that could be too. What a great bunch of guys, Doc. Them guys are an absolute hoot to be around. They really are. Cindy, be careful
Yeah,
when
I've
you
seen
tell the Texas boys to show me. Yeah, they're liable to. Drop the whisker sticks. Drop the price on the catchets and the catchet monster rod holder combos and extended our special discount until the end of May. There's a deal for you, boys. 10 10% off all orders on our site till May 31st with the promo code BankLife10. That's a great deal, Tim. Thank you so much, Arlena, or whoever put it up there. Chris Baldwin and Sonny Parker got together and fished this weekend in the trip that Sonny won right here on Catfish Weekly.
From Chris Baldwin.
From Chris Baldwin, they caught some great fish, had a wonderful time, and Sonny said to tell Chris, thank you so much. And Doc and I and Cindy are going to tell Chris Baldwin, thank you so much for donating that trip. I know Sonny had a blast. I seen the pictures. I seen them right after some of them was caught, and that was a really cool thing to do, Chris, and we appreciate it so very much. Okay, Tim. Doc, have you got a tip of the week?
yeah, I do.
I thought you might.
try to always have one.
I'm sure.
As everybody knows, planer boards are a big hit right now. But kind of as the season goes along, make sure you kind of check things. You know, these are mechanical things, and mechanical things break or things get worn. So take a little bit of time after you're done fishing a tournament, or just double check everything. Make sure your springs are still working. Make sure these little nuts and all the attachments that hold everything are in. And, you know, they got eyelets that get screwed in, and I don't know how it works, but these things have a tendency of coming out. Don't know why, but, you know, some of the big fish that we catch probably work them out. So that's Doc's tip for the night. Any planer boarder, you have to do maintenance on these things.
One thing that I want to mention while you have that planer board back up there, the little squeeze clip at the very top up there, or either one of them, they have pads on those.
Yep.
And after they set all winter and you don't use them, they get to sticking. So be careful when you open them up the first time. And it doesn't hurt once in a while when you walk by them, just to squeeze them to make sure that they don't, because I think water gets in between them and dries them out.
Yeah.
And,
and you'll actually pull one of the pads out. We've seen that.
That's absolutely correct. And you can get a hold of Offshore Tackle and get those pad replacements just by placing an order. It's very simple to do.
Yeah.
Another great tip. Doc, I showed you this a while ago, and I'm going to share this with everybody that's watching the show tonight. Anybody that has, I assume, Lowrance or Garmin, I think all of them use a knob like this to attach them to their bracket. This particular one is off of a Helix 12, the one that's in the Lumacraft. Now, they have this rubber deal right here. It snugs down when you screw it on. And if you ever take these off and you drop one and it falls in the water, it's pretty much gone. And if you go to try to buy one at Bass Pro or Cabela's or any of the other outdoor stores, you're in trouble. And in fact, if you look around while you're there, you'll notice that ones on all the display models, most of them have only one left because somebody's helped themselves to those. So for that, if you can find them, Doc had told me to go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and we did. And we bought one of these here. The only problem with it is we could not find one with the correct threads to screw into that bird.
And most of the time it's metric threads.
Yes.
That's the problem.
So after being without one for some time, I was talking to a good friend of mine that has a 3D printer. And I know what they are. I can't do one, don't know anything about them, but I did get to watch part of these being made. And these is what printed out. And if you can see that, it has my name on it. They look so close to the original, it is almost scary. That 3D printer is an awesome tool. If I knew how to use one, I'd love to have one. And the hole inside of it will take this bolt, screw, bolt, whatever you want to call it, and I'll run a nut down and a washer down there flat. Then I'll fill that up with epoxy so it stands up straight in there. Cool deal. But I'll be the only kid on my block that has my name on my knobs for a Helix 12. Just wanted to share that with you. My good buddy, thank you so much. I'm not going to mention your name because if I do, everybody's going to want them.
That's right.
You'd have to charge for it.
Well,
But-
let's bid one more time.
What's that?
Let's bid one more.
Well, let's just spin one more time. Let me get it over here. Doc, pick me out a number.
Number one.
Number one, I love that number. It's one of my favorites. Neil Craig.
In the show with a spin.
In the show with a spin. I'm too cool. I really think that's a neat deal.
Fish Life.
Fish Life. Neil, if you contact Jody and Chrissy at Fish Life and tell them that you won on the Rig Wrap prize wheel, They will send you some of their great line of products. I want to thank Jody and Christy Harrison for everything they do for the catfishing sport, from tournaments to fish life products and helping others along the way, being a part of the Rig Wrap Prize Wheel. Neil, thank you so much for being a part of our show. We appreciate you watching the show and playing the Rig Wrap Prize Wheel game. And I'm getting back to April. I know I'm missing something. My old Hummingbird has standard thread. Yeah, Brad, my old ones does too, but they won't work in that new one because I would have just swapped them out, but it wouldn't happen. They wouldn't line up.
Doc, Terry Lane wants to know how many days until retirement.
How many? Oh, till my retire. I'm retired now.
He is.
But my official day is 10 days, 14 hours, 52 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Woohoo! Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Jeff Manning will be on our show next week. For those of you that don't know Jeff, check out his videos on YouTube. He does a great job with videos, some cool how-tos and builds of different things. We'll get into that next week. Jeff will be a great guest. We're really looking forward to this. What a great night we had with the Possum King guys, Doc.
Yes, we did. And for everybody's info, I am feeling great.
Oh, there was just a question about that. Glenn wanted to know how you're doing.
Several other people asked, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It really is, and we're all glad that you're feeling good and getting around. And
I can fish. And I fished this weekend. In fact, I have results of the Whiskey City tournament.
All right,
at Warners Creek, Indiana. In first place, Mark Blauvelt and Doc Lang, 79 pounds.
Woo!
Second, Adam Denier and Clyde Caldwell, 57 pounds. Third, Nick Anderson and Willie Smith, 56 pounds. Big fish was Sue Woolley and her husband Steve. She had a 42-pound blue. I had a 36, and she knocked me out of the big fish with her 42. But these two people were great. They had nothing but kind words about Catfish Weekly, and she said, "Are you Doc Lang?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she came over and shook my hand, and you know, they, after the tournament was over, they came over and looked at Mark's boat to look at his live well and that kind of stuff. So two great people. It was a pleasure meeting them. Another thing this weekend, SWOCC tournament is on Sunday the 28th. This is a go big or go home fish. One fish limit, biggest takes it. So I'm looking forward to it. I am fishing with Janet and Bink Fox in this tournament. So,
well, that will be a lot of fun. But you're gonna do me a favor and tell Bink go Cardinals.
yeah, right.
Oh man, what a great show tonight, Doc. Thanks so much, and we appreciate everything that you've been helping us with. And we're so glad that you're feeling better. It's really awesome. Tune in next week for Jeff Manning, for Doc Lang and Cindy Stokes. I'm Lyle Stokes. Thanks everybody for watching Catfish Weekly. We'll see you next Monday night.